Hello, this is iamGEEK episode 277. My name's Ryan. I'm joined by my brother Chris and our good pal Katrin.
Heyo.
Welcome back, fellas.
Hi.
Or are you fellas? Or are you Skrulls? We'll find out tonight on iamGEEK.
Wow.
Each of you, look beside you. There's a knife. I need you to pick that knife up.
How did you get this here?
The postal service doesn't work that quickly.
Weird.
Maybe that's one of my powers.
It wasn't there before.
Wouldn't have been really weird if you did look down and there was just a knife laying there.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me, but depends on where in the house you are,
I guess. But like at your computer. I mean, maybe you keep a knife by your computer.
I did buy a machete this week.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I decided I was going to clear a path in the woods behind my house and found out that I had lots of poison ivy. And I got it all over me.
So you got a
So that's
machete to
fine.
cut off your poison ivy?
No.
Yeah.
To cut through the foliage, and I ended up with some poison ivy infection.
Oh. There's better things that, use besides a machete.
Oh, it was lots of fun though, because I was
Yeah, then more fun.
Did you watch Indiana Jones?
It was great.
Is that
I
why
did
you
not.
did this?
Well, we have been watching Indiana Jones. We just watched the third one, and we're just kind of making our way through them before, and we're even watching young Indy as well. So
We've been watching that. It's
I
it's
want to
still fun.
watch. Yeah, I forgot there were so many episodes of that. I thought there was like 4 episodes. And there's like 20
just one
something.
season, right? Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 20 something episodes. Right?
Mhm.
Sure.
It's crazy.
I don't remember.
Okay. I don't remember any of them. I don't remember watching any of them.
Mm.
I know we watched them. I don't remember them.
What was funny though is the memories I had of the show was actually from the third movie because where he's young. And I was like,
Yeah.
this is what I remember. Oh nope,
Yeah,
that's not it at all.
That's not it at
That's
all.
the movie.
The memory of what I had was actually young Sherlock Holmes.
You're like, wait a second.
where the stained glass knight comes out of the window and they have to fight it. And I was like, what episode's that? Oh, that's a different show. Okay.
Have you got to the episode where Harrison Ford makes an appearance?
Not yet.
Yes. I saw a clip of that recently and I was like, oh my goodness. This is like Star Wars holiday special, but with Indiana Jones.
Nice.
Because he the big thing in it is he plays a saxophone or a trumpet.
Yeah,
One of
he's
the
like a
two.
jazz musician.
Nice.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
And that's what he uses to defeat the bad guys. Literally.
Music. Oh,
His musical instrument. It's either a trumpet or a saxophone.
They're really
I think it was a
different,
saxophone. I don't remember because I don't remember.
Was he holding
Brass.
like 2 hands, like big, or is it small?
I think it was a saxophone because that would make more sense maybe for the jazz. I don't know, but trumpet would work too. I don't remember, but it's Indiana Jones. It's Harrison Ford with the beard.
It was a
and
tuba.
It's the adventure is trying to recover a peace pipe for his Native American chief friend, and when he's like, "Well, let me tell you a story about the time I did this jazz stuff that has nothing to do with the peace pipe."
Belongs in a wigwam.
Yeah. Speaking of Indiana Jones, I've got new kyber crystals on iamGEEK Shop that are the idol, the stone, and the grill. You can get for a limited time. I don't know how long I'm keeping them up. Probably not that much longer. So they'll be up. But I do have other ones up there. If you're a Halcyon Star Cruiser fan, there's a drink from the Halcyon on there that will go good with your Cantina crystals if you got them.
Excellent.
I don't know. We've been selling like hotcakes. Tonight we're going to continue our talk on Secret Invasion. So there will be spoilers.
Secrets.
Yes.
Secrets.
Secrets. Got to get him on. Yeah, so there will be spoilers. A little news first. I went to get a little Disney news. Boo, 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 boo. We got to get a sound for that, so we don't have to. Like you think by episode
That is
277,
the sound. Catering is the
we
sound.
could have a sound. Yeah. Okay, so I went to get food, but it wasn't ready yet, so I wandered in Hallmark store because I saw they had a bunch of new Christmas decorations out. They have a bunch of new Star Wars ones, which are cool, as always. They have the they have the scene from Empire where Han Solo gets frozen in carbonite, and it's the circle thing. It's about, if you're watching, it's about this year tall. And Han Solo will go down in it and then come back up in carbonite.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was really cool. I was like, I want that. They didn't have any of them for sale yet. They just had like the display. But that one was really
broke it open, stole it.
No, they were just hanging there. I could have grabbed it if I wanted to.
Oh, so you just grabbed it.
But that one was really cool. But the ones that I was like geeking out about a lot is they have some new Disney ones.
Yes.
They have the Main Street Electrical Parade float that plays the Main Street music, which is really cool. And then they have a ton of Haunted Mansion ones.
I saw
they have
those,
the actual Haunted Mansion from the Disney World park. It's supposed to be a tree topper. That thing is huge. I'm like, what tree are you putting this on? But if you press, it's got a button with it that looks like the plaque, the Haunted Mansion plaque.
Yeah.
You press that, and it'll start a show with the Haunted Mansion, and then the ornaments that the other Haunted Mansion ornaments will come in with the show and do their parts. There's like the Madame Leota part. It'll do her part. There's the coffin with the skeleton, hand coming out. There's the organ. Maybe another one, but the
state.
The state, yes.
Yeah, the state organ.
No, that's like the organ.
I don't remember that from the
player.
Right.
The organ player. I've got him right there.
Like a football player for like an Oregon team.
Gosh, you don't even know what football is.
No, I don't.
Anyways, they were really cool, and there was a lot of other cool Disney ones too. So usually when I see those ornaments, I'm like, that's. But they have some really cool ones this year, and it's going to be hard not to be like, I think we need new ornaments. If you think about it, the Haunted Mansion ones, you could use them for Halloween and Christmas.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. A lot of people are doing Halloween trees.
Yeah,
where you have a tree and you put a bunch of Halloween decorations up.
But you should at least go check them out if there's a Hallmark near you, because they are pretty cool just to look at.
Yeah. Coming soon to a Hallmark near you.
Yeah, they are. Sometime this month, I think they come out. I guess all the Halloween decorations have started to come out.
Yes. I think Hobby Lobby has theirs.
They don't have Halloween decorations. They have
sure they do.
Autumn decorations.
Same thing.
But yeah. So cool new Disney stuff. I'm trying to think if there's any park news that's not sad and depressing.
Well, they did just announce, I mean, it's about 2 weeks now, but the change to Genie Plus, that they'll now have Genie Plus per park that you can buy. Yeah. So it's different, could be different pricing per park. And then there's also an availability, or it's available to buy a park hopper for Genie Plus, so that you can go to all of them.
So confusing.
That means it's going to be more expensive.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
And the prices that they released, it was like, these are really just base prices, and it was ridiculous. You know, maybe in the teens for some of the parks like Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, because there's not as many things it's Epcot and Animal Kingdom. Like there's not as many to use them on. But like Magic Kingdom was $27 or something crazy like that, and then but also the Hopper one was like $27 or something. So it's crazy.
Crazy.
The idea is to make it a premium, and if it's a premium, and if people don't pay for it, that means the people that do, it really is a premium. But if it's cheap enough for everybody to buy, then it's not a premium anymore.
Maybe just don't have it at all. I don't know.
Let's go back to the old paper fast passes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd
But
be
those
great.
are sort of annoying too. But everything has its annoyance.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. But all right. So
There you go.
we're all caught up on Secret Invasion.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't sleep this time, so that's good.
Good
Oh, there
job. I'll have to say it's gotten better for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
My
good.
my prediction that I had when we talked about it the last time was that I think this would be a really good series to just sit down and watch all at once, and it's sort of proven that right. Like I think if I had watched the first 3 episodes, boom, 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 then all 3 of them, I'm like, oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, because you get a lot of just introductions in the first
Yeah.
one and it's
Mhm.
all over the place. It's scattered. That's like most
Yeah.
shows. You're just getting little bits here and there, and then the second one, you see more of different characters. You hear more about different
Yeah.
things. You get more development.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. I mean, it's hard to get just one episode of these shows
Yeah.
and like
That's
it.
with a lot of shows like that.
Yeah. But
First
especially when these
episode.
are so short, though, too. It's like, oh, that's one wasted episode that I didn't really care for.
We're spoiled now, I guess, with
Mhm.
streaming. So there will be spoilers ahead. So this is your last chance. 3, 2, 1. All right.
Everyone's dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's a scroll,
It's
either
all
good
in
or
it.
bad.
It's all in purgatory. Oh, that's lost. All right. Let's see how many things we can spoil this episode for just shows all across the
all across. Okay.
all across. Okay,
He was
so
always dead.
he was always dead. There's been a lot that's been crammed into this. The end of the second episode, we're going to jump around probably.
Yeah. See.
We find
Kinda
out
like
that
they do.
yeah, kind of like they did. The end of the second episode, we find out that Fury's got a scroll woman
Yes.
Yeah.
that
Got a little
he's
lady.
married to.
Little lady. Yep.
So I guess he's been
Yeah.
married to her for a long time, keeping.
Yeah.
Since the 90s.
It's like Hawkeye suddenly having a family.
Yeah.
Somebody asked
every Shield agent has a secret family.
Somebody asked. This is a side note. Somebody asked Renner a few years ago. This kid goes, "I saw, I guess, whatever the one came after the first Avengers." He goes,
Age of Ultron?
I saw, yeah, Age of Ultron. I saw Avengers, and you were super into Black Widow. Like you had a thing for her. But then in this movie, you have a family. Can you explain that to me? And he said, I don't know, kid. I'm not the writer.
Well, I mean, it's
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson. So.
Yeah. So he's been married to a Skrull, which sort of I think that's a cool direction to go because it shows more that he's more invested in the Skrull thing than people would think. Because that's one of the big things with the big bad guy, which I always forget his name. Is that what's his name? Dravek.
I just said it earlier.
Yeah.
Gravik.
Gravik is saying that he failed us. He didn't do what he's supposed to do, and so you're made to think, well, he just sort of Fury forgot about him or pushed them to the side, but really he seems to be very involved with them still, even though he was away on another in space. What did you guys think when he walked in and you see you figure out that he's married to this Skrull?
The moment they showed her in the house and him coming through the door, I was like, oh, they're married.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was weird that she changed form though, right? And then I was like, maybe he doesn't know for a second, until they go to the backstory. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. He liked that face, so he married. That's face he married.
Woman,
liked it.
you keep the face that I married.
Oh
You keep
my.
20. Um, no, the what was more shocking to me in that wasn't that he had a wife, but the Skrull that he married was the Skrull that introduced Gravik
Yeah.
into the group. That
Yeah.
was so I was like, oh, well, she's got a
Yeah.
connection with him. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we find out she still has a connection to him
Yes.
yeah.
in episode 3?
Mm-hmm.
But it's she has mixed feelings though, right?
Seems like she has mixed feelings. I don't know if we want
I
to
told
go
you
in.
we're gonna. I told you we're gonna jump all. We're gonna
Yeah,
jump all over the
I'm
point
jumping
episode
again
2.
because when she goes to get a gun that she keeps
Yeah, that
in
was
the
really weird. I thought.
deposit
I
box.
did.
It's a specific gun that she has to keep in the secret
Yeah, I
deposit
didn't
box.
understand that at
I was
all.
like, is she going to pull something else out besides the gun? Is there like a secret compartment on the gun? Does the gun shoot like Skrull kryptonite? Like I
I
don't.
don't know. I said out loud
Like a
to my
silver bullet?
wife. I said, "That's a lot of trouble for a gun." Like,
Mhm.
she thought they could just keep. She could have kept that,
Yeah.
but it could have been somebody else's gun, and she was told to go pick it up.
That's true.
It could be a specific gun used for something.
Mhm.
Like it may
Probably
not
so.
fire like a bullet necessarily. It may
Yeah.
fire something. Because
Love.
Gravik has Extremis in him now.
Yeah, which we saw on episode 2 on the computer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we saw Extremis. We saw Groot.
Groot,
We
yeah.
saw
Frost Giant.
Cull Obsidian, which was one of Thanos's guys.
And Frost Giant.
Yeah, Frost Giant. Yeah. So they're experimenting like in the comics, making Super-Skrulls, giving Skrulls superpowers.
And he even said it. He even said Super Skrull, right?
Yes.
Yes, and he said Super-Skrull. And which makes sense because like for a trailer for this, it showed like Gravik like putting his arm out and like vines almost forming. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, they're kind of doing Skrulls a little differently in the MCU because they don't have powers like that. But then when they showed that, where they like copying Groot's powers, it's like, oh, okay,
Yes.
Nice.
Well, that makes sense.
Since they don't officially have the Fantastic Four in the MCU yet, they're just going to use other
yes
powers.
people. Yes.
So, Katrin.
Yes.
Chris, did you recognize the voice that she was talking to you on the phone?
Of course.
No.
That's what I thought the answers were going to be. Chris, would you like to say, or would you like me to say who it was?
Yes.
Say it at the same time.
It was
3, 2, 1.
Paul Rudd.
No.
Oh no, not Paul Rudd. No.
No.
Oh yeah, no, it was Rhodey. Yeah, it was
Rhodey, War Machine.
Yeah, because she wanted to speak to Gravik, and he's like, "No, you're not talking to Gravik. You're talking to me."
Yeah.
So,
and you know who Rhodey is, right?
Yeah, I wasn't paying that close attention. I guess I don't. Where are we talking about? Who is No, I mean his wife was talking to.
Yeah, his wife.
Yeah, when she went to get the gun, she picked up the phone, called. She was going to try and call Gravik to speak to him.
Gotcha.
He didn't answer though. Rhodey answered.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't pay that close attention. I was doing other things, but yes,
that's okay.
Yes. So if we go back to our list,
yes,
on because we made a list of the characters who we thought would be a Skrull or not.
Yeah, I was wondering where we were with that.
So far, nothing has quite been revealed except this, possibly the reveal is Rhodey as a Skrull, and both me and Ryan went with Skrull.
But is he a Skrull or is this a misdirection? Because it says
could
spy espionage type show. So are they going ahead and revealing their card, or is this a misdirection to make you think he's a Skrull?
They're halfway through the show, so I feel like they need to start doing something. So
they did. The creators said that there's going to be someone revealed as a Skrull that's going to break your heart.
Oh,
Well,
I'll have to say
this
that.
is the only one that could do it.
Yeah, really.
Unless they introduce suddenly like Captain America in, in like the next like 3
Well,
episodes.
I've got a theory. Do you? I don't. It could be who the whole show's focused around. 'Cause
I
I'm
mean,
trying
it
to.
could be.
Who would break your heart? It could be Fury, and the Fury that we all know and love has been dead since he died in the movies.
Right.
Or maybe the real Fury is David Hasselhoff. Could
That's
be.
that's a joke that some people won't get, but David
Yeah.
Hasselhoff played Fury in
Yeah, TV special.
TV special.
I mean, I thought
But-
that maybe he could be. Just the fact that he's married to one, it's like, well, maybe he is one, and we're just all being fooled.
Yeah, because that would be
I-
the heartbreaker, right?
I think Rhodey's a bigger heartbreaker, and I think
Really?
I
Yeah.
think why is because of how long
Yeah.
he's been a Skrull. I mean,
Yeah.
technically, if you look at the first movie and look at the second movie, that's two completely different Rhodey's. So like, there's definitely a switch that happened.
Two actors play.
You'd think he'd be a little more forgiving of Fury, maybe. I don't know. He was just so
Well, I think he's an evil
tough with
Skrull.
him.
He's an evil.
I know. That's what I guess
Why?
what I'm saying is like that what kind of proves that theory about him being a Skrull is that he was so brutal firing him, and not
Yeah, and
trying to support him,
yeah, and this has been my theory since
Brother.
before the show started, was that Rhodey was going to be a Skrull, and I think he's been a Skrull for a long time in MCU. Like
Yeah,
like
that's why
way
he sort of
before like
healed.
he broke his
Right.
back. He's been a Skrull, and so like yeah, to me it's definitely heartbreaking because he was there with the last minutes with Tony, and that was a Skrull. It wasn't Rhodey.
Right.
So is
I
real Rhodey still out there?
He's out there, and that's why I think that's going to lead into Armor Wars, because they've shown that Stark Tank is out there and people have it, and the whole premise behind Armor Wars is Tony going out and like basically like trying to save Tony's like reputation and everything, his legacy, and so it's just like, why is he not doing that now? Well, it's because he's a Skrull and he doesn't care.
Did you see that Robert Downey Jr. was spotted on set
of Captain America?
Yeah, I know, but is it for Captain America, or is it for? Are they filming something for Armor Wars, or I mean, it could be something from the past, like a thought.
It could be.
Yeah,
but he's been spotted on set Captain America. So okay, so now do you want to hear my other? Well, first off, let's do this, and then I'll give you my other conspiracy theory. I like those in the MCU.
A lot of water bills.
We end episode 3 with Gaia. That's her name, right?
Yes.
She helps out to stop the sub from starting
the world.
World War III. She helps them, but then they're like, Talos is like, you got to get out of here. You got to get out of here, or get out of there.
Yeah.
So which I don't understand. She knows people are going to be looking for her. They can shapeshift. Why did she not shapeshift into somebody else to escape?
Can Skrulls recognize other Skrulls, even if they're shapeshifted?
I don't think so.
It doesn't seem to be because
because in the first episode, I
don't think so, because during the scene between Gravik and Talos,
he didn't know all of those people were.
He didn't realize that everyone in the restaurant was a Skrull, so I don't think so. But why
did he try to kill him there? Why did he try to kill Gravik there?
I don't know.
He stabbed him in the hand.
Yeah, but so that does remind me of how to detect a Skrull, especially the bad ones, because they're they're all living at Chernobyl, like the most radioactive place on the planet,
right?
And
old computers.
Given like they don't absorb radiation or whatever. Okay. But anything they have on their person will, like guns. You go into a room with a Geiger counter
Oh,
and
it's
point
true.
that at a scroll, it'd be going insane for how much radiation it would have picked up from them living there. So,
Yeah.
but that also made me think like, well, they're okay with the radiation, but they have all those bodies there in the tubes
Oh, yeah.
of
That's true.
humans. Like, they're not
Yeah.
okay with radiation.
Maybe it's
I
like
was
a
like,
lead-lined room.
how does
They
that
do have
work?
those big like lead doors looking things.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Sure, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that. So she escapes in her form. She doesn't try to shapeshift and stops in front of a car.
Yeah.
She kept on
Didn't even try
driving.
to go around it. Like, just
No,
like,
just
oh, light.
there's a car there. And Gravit comes out and basically says, I know what you did.
Mhm.
And she starts to say something, but gets cut off because she gets shot and falls
Mhm.
over. And pretty much immediately turns back into her scroll form, which made me think maybe she's not dead because she immediately turned back into it. And so maybe she did that to get him out of there because she's been seen in other scenes, right? For the trailers and stuff.
I don't know.
I think so.
Looked like
So I'm
she was.
hoping she's not really dead.
I feel
Yeah.
like that would be a very abrupt ending to her character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She died there. I feel like she could show up again. Anybody in these shows, like I'm like, I don't know if they're dead or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
supposedly that's how we ended that episode. She's dead. Right?
maybe Maria's not dead.
Well, that's not
Maria
how
might
we
not
ended the episode, right? We ended the episode with the gun and Rhodey, right?
Yeah, it was Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or whoever that was on the phone.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right. My next theory. And I saw this somewhere. I can tell you where I saw it. There's 2 Nick Furies in this show.
Oh.
And how we're meant to separate them. Like we're not meant to, but when we go back and watch it, how we'll realize that there's 2. One wears glasses and one does not. Because there's scenes where he's always in glasses and there's scenes where he's always not in glasses. So if he's with Talos, besides the glasses where they use to see the stuff, he doesn't ever have glasses on. He's always non-glasses. And then the other scenes, he has glasses on. So is one Nick Fury and one a Skrull. And I'll take it a step further. The one with Talos, what if it's his wife and she's not really dead? Because they have this sort of loving affection towards each other. You know?
Well, I mean,
So
Nick Fury likes scrolls, and
yeah. But that would be sort of interesting if there was 2 Nick Furies in the show.
that would be interesting, and it would kind of make a little bit more sense because I feel like he travels long distances very quickly in this. Like one moment he's in like Russia, and the next he's in America, but then he's back in another country. Like
Yeah. In one moment his knees acting up and bothering him, and another one he's just running around like no physical problems at all. So there could be 2 Nick Furies.
Could be.
Now I don't know if one of them is going to be Talos' wife.
That would be a bigger reveal, I would think, rather than just some random scroll that we haven't.
Yeah. I think it'd be sort of cool if there's 2 Nick Furies.
That would be cool.
I don't know if it'll happen. See, it's not as far fetched as the water bill from WandaVision, but
you've come a long way.
It's interesting that part of the time he's got glasses on the whole time, and part of the time No glasses in sight. They're
Mhm.
not like clipped on them. They're just not there.
Hmm.
Um,
Maybe so.
Mhm.
maybe so. We have 3 episodes to find out, right? There's only 3 more, right? 6 episodes.
Yeah, I think so. Just like 3 more.
Yeah. Any other theories that you guys have?
No.
That's it.
That's it.
She wrote.
I had the roadie theory. That's
Yeah.
been my theory, and I still feel like Maria Hill could come back.
I would love for her to come back. I mean, we never saw him inside the coffin.
No.
No.
Never did. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else new is going to show up with 3 episodes left, or if this is the
Yeah,
cast of characters that we have.
it feels like this might be with our tally here. So, do you want me to put you down for Fury, Ryan? You think he's a Skrull?
One of them.
I think one of them.
Half,
I think
one?
there half of. I think there might be 2 of him, and one of them is a Skrull.
So I'll put you down for half.
Okay, put me down for half.
Maria Hill, we've all were at least hoping she'd be a Skrull.
Yeah. So far, it looks like she's gone.
Yeah. The MI6 agent, Sonia Fallsworth, none of us thought she was going to be a Skrull. I think we're all still there.
Yeah, I think we're all still. I don't think she's a Skrull, unless she's just like a Skrull that hates Skrulls. Because she.
Yeah. Rhodey seems like it was revealed, so we got that down.
Seems
you can't add your
like
name
it.
there. You can't add your name
That's
there.
okay.
Seems-
I'm all right.
The president, we still all have down as a Skrull. We haven't seen him again, but
Yeah, we haven't seen him again.
I feel like it could still be. I don't know.
We know the news guy is a Skrull.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
yeah. They kind of
some
revealed that right
other
away.
leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You.
I don't know why they picked the news guy to be one of their main Skrulls.
Because he can spread
I
things
guess.
and
Yeah.
try to misdirect and all that.
Yes, and then there's
Like
Derek.
Will do.
Yeah.
Derek?
Derek. He's the MI6 agent underneath the one
Didn't
woman.
she? Wait.
She seemed like to indicate that she thought he was a Skrull.
Yeah, because
Like,
she had his like folder thing, right?
Yeah. She seemed to indicate that he was a Skrull, and
Yeah.
that's true. That me and Ryan are correct on that one. Sorry, Kate.
Oh, sorry, Katrin.
It's okay.
I think Katrin's a Skrull, and that's why he's saying nobody else is a Skrull, because he doesn't want us to find out that he's a Skrull.
Chop off your finger.
Yeah, because if you notice, if you're watching on YouTube, his name does not have Katrin is not a Skrull. My name says Ryan, not a Skrull. Chris, he's green, so I don't know. I don't know. Wait a second. Hold on. YouTube, did you click that like button yet? Go ahead and click it if you don't mind. It helps us out a lot. You can subscribe too. All right. I was just talking to YouTube there for a second. I saw some people watching.
The fourth wall.
I know. I saw some people watching. I'm like, wait a second. I don't see that like button clicked.
If you want to prove you're not a Skrull,
Yeah, click the like button. Sorry.
all the way we'll know.
Thought that would be sort of funny. I'm breaking the fourth wall.
Hey.
Hit that bell. Hit it. Can you make that like one of the little clips that we put up on?
Yes.
Why not?
You don't have to. Anyways, okay. So I think I'm trying to think if there's anything else we didn't talk about. They made him, the Skrull leaders made him I keep wanting to say Lenny
general.
Kravitz or whatever his name is, the general, because he wants to be a warrior, not a politician. Because he made a big ordeal about it, showing that painting. I'm still like, this is
that guy.
Yeah, I'm still like, these are a bunch of spoiled teenagers that want their way, and they've created an uprising. I don't want to be like that, Batman. I want to be a warrior.
go on TikTok.
Yeah. So we know that he got the healing like power thing, and we know that he's going to
extremes.
have the Groot power.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to be his frost giant power?
Well, it was like a frost beast. Like it wasn't even a
Yeah.
giant. So I don't know what a frost beast like if they can produce ice or they're
Yeah,
just
I
like
know.
super strong. But I mean, they got coal obsidian, which would be super strong too. So I'm just like, it seems kind of
Yeah, that was the
redundant.
one that threw me off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, so here's what I thought. That's the episodes. There's really nothing else to say. We'll have more to say next time because we'll have 2 more episodes to talk about. All right? Yeah.
Yep.
I like this. I like taking a show and just really breaking it down. I mean, we didn't break it down like go through
missed
scene by
that.
scene, but we gave our thoughts on it. I'm interested to see who's right on your list, and if there's 2 Furies.
Yes.
All right. I thought what we could do, since we know the Super Skrull is coming, he's already started. Then in the comic books, the original Super Skrull took on the powers of the Fantastic Four. I can't remember how he got the powers, what they did in the comic books to give him the powers.
It was like scientific manipulation.
Yeah.
Experimentation.
Now in the comics of Skrulls, Talos is the only one that basically has the super strength and stuff, right? Because he for some reason he can't he can't shapeshift.
Screw in a light bulb?
He can't. Talos can't shapeshift in the comics.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think so. And but because of that, he had this genetic thing that made him like super strong and stuff like that. So for the MCU, they've just got rid of that, and now all Skrulls are stronger.
Yeah, they're adorable. Yeah,
they're adorable.
They're adorable unless you shoot them once and then they die.
Yep. All right. So what I thought we could do, since the original one has 4 powers, and this one looks like he's going to have 4 powers in the MCU, right?
Sure.
I think there was 4. There was 4 things. We don't know what the Frost Beast is going to be.
Yeah.
I thought we could pick, if we were a Skrull and we were becoming a Super Skrull, what 4 powers would we take on? And I thought the listeners in the comments of YouTube watching right now, and the listeners everywhere can send us or type in the comments or wherever which 4 powers you would choose. So I pulled up a list. I sent it to you guys of all the powers for the MCU, because we're not going to do comic books. We're just going to do the MCU because we're based in the MCU right now. All right. Did you guys pick 4 powers? And I'll be interested to see if we all pick the same 4 powers, or if Katrin picks longevity or whatever.
Well, one of them was omnipotence or whatever. I'm just like, well, do you need anything else?
I saw that and I was like, I'm not going to pick that one. I'm going to pick like,
gotta change this one.
Who would like to share their powers first, or if we could each share one? We could go around.
All right, I can go if you want to do one, or if you want me to do all of them. It's up to you.
Whatever you
want to do. I can do them all. Well, first I was thinking, flight would be cool or whatever, but then I was like, oh, no, just flight.
Boring.
Telekinesis, though, from Ebony Maw, means I can fly, or I can make other objects and stuff fly through the air and manipulate around me. And it's not just like metal like Magneto. This is like anything. I can pick up anything, move it around.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Warp it and everything. So like I went with telekinesis.
Okay.
So that was good. And then I was like, I hate driving to work. So I'm going to go with teleportation from Lockjaw.
Yeah, I picked that too.
Me too.
Maybe we should have went one by. Maybe we should have went one by one. Yes. Well, I picked teleportation too.
Yes.
Because I thought, man, I want to go to Disney World today.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Or if you're
Lockjaw can
fighting
travel
enemies, then you could
great
travel.
I guess that too.
And like unlike Nightcrawler from the comics, who can just like teleport to where he's going, Lockjaw can teleport great distances
Yeah.
and everything. He doesn't have to make a portal. So I went with Lockjaw's teleportation. I don't know if you went
Yeah.
with other specific
Do you,
ones.
do you
I was thinking about that one
slobber a lot?
Yeah, it's Slobber.
That's another thing I thought of. Like, do these powers that we choose, do we take on the limitations of those? Not limitations, but let's say if it's like the Hulk's powers, are we going to turn green? Like,
Probably.
Yeah, there's always a side effect of every
Mhm.
superpower.
But if you're a Skrull, you're green anyway, so it doesn't matter.
that's true. That's
If you're a Skrull, you're ugly.
okay. So teleportation
inside.
and
Yeah.
telekinesis.
Yeah, and
We're
then
gonna look like Ebony Maw.
yeah, and then I was like, I mean, I hate paper cuts, so healing factor going with extremist.
Regenerative healing factor.
Yeah, the regenerative healing factor. So I was going with extremist on that one, but this seems to be a more stable extremist
Hmm.
than the
It
Iron
does,
Man
doesn't
3
it?
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not going to explode with it, so I'm going with that one.
I was wondering that too.
Yeah, and then I thought, what the heck? Why not time manipulation?
Yes.
Doctor Strange.
Is that what
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Is that what you did too, Cater?
I did, yeah.
That's a reverse time if I can. I got the wrong answer. I'll just reverse time. I got
Yes.
the right.
Try it again.
Try
Everybody
it.
wants a second chance, right?
Like, oh, I had to drop something. It broke. Oh, time. Go backwards. Oh, it's fixed now. Don't drop it. Okay.
There we go. So we know two of patrons.
Does it work both ways though? Is there a way for it to
go forward?
To go forward? Like, how would that
Well,
work?
you can't. I mean, Doctor Strange looked forward in time.
Look
so
forward.
you can.
Okay.
You have to sit there and you go.
Yeah, I'm going to be very careful with the time thing because at first I thought I was like, oh, that could cause a lot of problems.
It
so
could.
just like I'm not gonna go back and like take out Hitler or anything. Although that'd be good for people, but it would just wreak havoc in time. So I'm just like I'm gonna be careful. Like I drop a vase, I'm gonna rewind it. Not drop a vase. Going simple with my time.
So yeah, so you can't do much with it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. You can, but I'm not going to because I feel like the whole butterfly effect.
So it's a wasted power, then, is what you're saying.
Not really,
because you're not going to.
I mean, if someone got shot in front of me and rewound time and stopped them from getting shot, okay. Go back to like World War II and stop someone from getting shot. I don't know. That could like cause a big ripple.
But the person in front of you could cause a ripple too, because maybe that person turns out
that's
to be
into the
next
future.
Hitler.
That's into the future. I don't know the future. I'm not looking into the future.
Okay. All right, Kate, what's your other two?
Well, I'm picking more to.
Well, I'll do mine then.
But I have them, so I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. All right. So my first one was life force absorption.
You killing people?
You're killing people.
I'm just taking their life force, their energy.
No, you're killing
me stronger.
You're slowly killing people.
I wouldn't take it all.
You're a villain.
A little bit from you,
but
a little
only
bit from you.
only if I'm in a battle with a villain of some sort. I'm going to take their life force away.
Oh, okay.
But I'm also gonna
getting some wrinkles, some crow's feet on there. Life, good.
I'm also gonna cause paralysis.
You're gonna cause
for those.
You are a super villain.
You're a super
villain. Because then, well, I took this as okay.
Paralyze them so
if I'm a super and I'm going to be battling someone, then what are ways that I can get the advantage?
Good guys, we found this out now. You're a super villain.
Well, I mean, it could go the other way. Why not?
No.
So paralysis inducement, but it'd also be helpful to have weakness detection. So if I knew what their weakness was,
you're a villain. You're the ultimate villain.
And to top it off, to kind of, I guess, go along with what you're saying, my fourth one is mental manipulation.
You're a villain. You're the next big bad in the MCU.
Change their thoughts.
Yeah,
and
you're going to be David
do what
Tennant
I want them to
and Jessica.
So
I'm
to
all
recap,
about controlling my enemy
no, your enemy's
and
a good
making
guy.
sure enemies
Well, I
are
mean,
my enemy.
enemy can be anybody.
Right. It's all about perspective. The Empire thought they were doing good.
So recap. You want
Yep.
to
It's something a villain would say. Like,
yeah, you want to recap. You want to detect
Yes.
people's weaknesses, then
Yes.
paralyze them,
Yes.
absorb their energy,
I would
and
need
then
to
manipulate them to think
absorb
basically
first.
I
and
didn't.
manipulate everyone's thoughts around so they didn't see you do it. Like,
Yeah. You're a villain.
Yeah.
he dropped
We're
that on
learning
his own, didn't he, people?
Works for me. I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
Wow, we've learned something new on episode 277 of iamGEEK. Katrin is the villain of the group.
Sounds like a title of the episode.
Mine, yes. Mine are all tame. Teleportation because hey, I want to go anywhere I want to go, but I don't want to fly because this just sounds exhausting.
Yep.
So I teleport there. And then I went with superhuman strength. So I can defeat the people that paralyze people.
Well,
Superhuman durability. So I can't get hurt.
unless I take your life force. I don't know.
And then, but that's I've thought about this. I've thought about the villains. I didn't know the villain was going to be Katrin, but I thought about the villains. So I have the superhuman strength, superhuman durability, teleportation, and then this was listed as one. So I'm going to pick it because it encompasses a lot. Magic.
I saw that.
I saw that, and part of me was like, I don't know if they could genetically like engineer someone to do magic. They'd have to. I don't know.
It's on the list. That way, when I have the magic,
I've got the magic.
I can do it. I can defeat Katrin, basically.
I can make
I'm
you
just gonna
think
be
you're
home,
defeated.
just like making.
No, because I have the magic that blocks all that.
But I started first. I found
You
your
didn't know
weakness.
he was a villain. He snuck up on you.
I mean, I don't
You
have
didn't
to
know.
choose magic. I could pick something else. So.
You manipulated your
Well,
mind.
there's always a way around these things, right? So anything you pick doesn't matter.
No,
What
I'm just
a
saying.
villain would
If you
say.
think, if you think,
I'd find a
if you
way
think,
around that.
if you think magic's that's a cop out, I can pick something else.
Weapon calling.
Oh no, you're fine. I mean, I had time manipulation. That was on the thing, and that was really more
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. That was kind of magic too. So
Yeah.
I couldn't think of
so
anything else. I didn't really necessarily want time manipulation, but I was like, that could be useful.
Of course, it's useful.
Ooh, longevity. Maybe I should have picked that one too. I'm looking to see. Okay, life warp's absorption is
Life
one.
absorption.
Jay Ying, who is that?
You know,
Jiayang. I'm seeing if they're all villains that he picked. Oh no, that's Wait, what? Oh, she's an Inhuman. Yeah, she was sort of a villain. She's one of the Inhumans. You know what I'm talking about, Chris?
yeah.
Yeah. She was kind of villainous.
She had hatred for humans that led her to attack her own daughter when she sided with the Shield, which ended with Zabo turning against her and killing her.
Zabo.
Who was your paralysis one?
Hold on. Lucio.
I'm surprised nobody picked Night Vision. That was one of the.
So another Inhuman, Lucio.
I can see in the dark.
Who worked with the National Police of Colombia. Due to his powers, he was abducted by Hydra under Gideon Malik's orders as the first step into rebuilding an Inhuman army for Hive.
Yeah, that was a villain.
So another villain. Okay, we got two villains for Katrin.
Excellent.
Enhanced smell. Why didn't you pick enhanced smell? This meat has gone bad.
Let's see. Weakness. So Karnak.
Who?
Karnak.
He's a good one.
Trusted and loyal advisor, family member of the Inhuman royal family.
But that's still 3-1, so you're more villainous than.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always some good people. Like Magneto was not too bad of a guy, right?
Well,
He only wanted
had
to
a good
kill all
side.
humans.
He had his nice side.
It's okay.
oh, man.
He had his comic runs where he was a good guy, and then went right back to being
Right.
bad.
Yeah.
Everybody's got
Well,
little
there we
good.
go.
About human
That's-
genocide. That's fine.
this has been an interesting look into the minds of iamGEEK. We found out some interesting things tonight. We found out Katrim is the ultimate villain of the group. Not even trying to be good. He's just like, oh yeah, I could use these for good. My good. No.
It's all perspective.
Yes.
He's going to paralyze us, Chris.
Mhm.
We found out that I just want teleportation so I can go to Disney whenever I want to. I thought about putting invisibility in there too, so when I got to Disney,
Yeah, I always
just
feel like
walk
invisibility
right
is
in.
kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's why I didn't pick it. It's very creepy.
Well, I picked magic because then I could just be like, when I get to the gate, I could be like, boop. Oh yeah, see.
Oh, so I don't know. You may not be a villain, but you may be
May have
like
some
No, I would have an annual
bad
pass.
bad
intentions.
tendencies.
I would have an annual pass. I would just be able to get there a lot faster.
You might be a hero on The Boys.
Anyways, but super strength, super durability.
anti-hero.
And I would be a very lazy time traveler. So
Yeah. Sums us all up.
Mhm.
There we go. Well, I think that's it for tonight. I think we're approaching that time,
Magical time.
the magic moment in time where it's time to end episode 277 before we find out anything else about Katrin that might want us to call the cops.
Jeez.
I don't know. I don't think the cops do, just laugh at us. Okay, so what have we learned? We learned that maybe there's two Furies. Maybe Rhodey's a Skrull. Maybe it's a misdirection.
Probably Skrull.
And we learned the only place to keep your gun is in a golden vault with a marble table. And that's what we learned on 277 of iamGEEK. We will see you not next week. Check out our other show, Living with the Landspeeder, where Chris was on last week, and he got to do one of his favorite things, a musical.
So fun.
We had a good time. It was
we did have a good time.
We had a good time, but let me tell you, they said they wanted, the guys, Derek and Katrin said they wanted to do a show. So I gave them, here's two shows that I have videos for, Phantasmic and Beauty and the Beast, thinking they'll definitely pick Phantasmic because there's so much you could do there. And Derek said, no, I really want to do Beauty and the Beast. I really want to do this. And then when we got to the show, he goes, I want to go last. And I'm thinking, he's got something cool up his sleeve. Well, listen to the episode to figure out what that is.
And let us know when you figure it out.
Yes. We love you, Derek. So we'll see you next week on Living with the Landspeeder, where you can watch on YouTube or listen wherever you listen to podcasts. And then the next week we'll be back here with iamGEEK, where I'm sure we'll be talking more about Secret Evasion as well as some other stuff. If Katrin is still with us, or if we're still alive, because he may be chasing us down. He's a super villain. Anyways.
Maybe there's two of me.
He's gonna, maybe, I don't know. He's gonna give us an evil laugh as we go off the air.
Katrin, what this has been here?
Pick up the knife. I left it there for you. He's not immune to knives. Full circle. This has been episode 277 of iamGEEK, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.